Hey, good morning. Back to music. I used to play it all morning. There's a way to direct feed it, but it doesn't go over so good. But I always rock to it when I'm scanning. I gotta have music playing. All right. We gotta go right to work. Let's see. RM just posted. QCOM home. I got mobile. I got SANM. I don't have. All right. That's Upper Holux, your VO, Orly, CTSH. I don't think I listed. Yeah, I'll put it on the up list. And PI, I know I didn't list. Probably should. Overstock UPS TPX, NVCR. I don't think I have. Other upper K I got. AGCO, I've put on and off twice. And ALXN. Okay. John's got QCOM Review, PayPal, PG Home, Overstock, UPS Whole, SWK, APA, HBI, UCTT, which I don't think I listed UCTT. Mobile Sky, I don't think I listed. AVTR Orly, ADM, I got Cars, TPX, Crocs, Bud, CTSH twice. Alright, Lily RDS I didn't list. Now I got NEM. Alright, NEM. Car COP NEM now RDS. Okay, so I got most of that. Still going on auto? Morning, ring it. Hey, Rabbits, Ralph, Barman. How you been? John, Evan. Morning, Sean. Hey, ARM. Let me turn your speaker thingy on. All right. All right, so one of the bigger number of earnings on the overnight here. Um, let's see. Q's gapping down. Yesterday, by the way, just stayed in the little base. I guess Fed announcement made it pop a little. And we're still inside of yesterday's bar here. No, we're not. We're a little under, but we're inside of the day before's bar. 256.51. So this is pretty sideways in the Qs. Not able to get going on the daily buy setup. I suspect the Qs are going to fail and we're going to go lower, but the problem is the SPY doesn't agree with that, at least not yet. SPY is gapping under yesterday's green bar, which is, somewhat bearish, but not under the prior 1-day pivot and nowhere close to the real pivot. So still above 20 MA. This is a tough call today for market direction anyway. Um, SPY still bullish, but showing weakness Q's showing weakness. Equal high, possible lower high. Although kicked it out yesterday by a few cents. So we'll see. Okay, let's go through a list. There were about 200 something earnings. That's all I looked at except for one or two others, which I just got off the high low a day list. AMD is earnings and basically just gapping to yesterday's high. I will keep that off. Uh, the initial list, AGCO. This is a pretty bullish gap. Up to 66.30. About a 20-cent spread. Pretty low volume, but that's got room to move. ALXN, not really gapping over anything. APA, 1560. APA is decent. I think it's oil or something. Well, I'm gonna put it on the list. Bud gapping up a couple of dollars, but right to the prior high. So this is clear if it can push up a little more and hang strong, clear to that 200 MA. I'm gonna skip it though for the open, but that's a quick one to go to. Are you saying you can't hear the audio, Evan? I'm not sure. I think you posted it a few minutes ago. Okay, I'm good. Okay, thanks. And then cars 778. That is up near prior highs at 8 something. I don't know. This is either way. It's a big gap. Probably fades, but CMCSA. Well, this is not an impressive gap per se, but it's got a couple of dollars to run. It's clear, and it's bullish. Comcast. Crocs, beautiful breakout. Right into the first area of supply. But the big prize on this would be 43. Now it's got a $1.20 spread right now, but that should flatten out a little. Crocs I'm putting on the list. CTSH. $3 over the prior high after a pretty big green bar yesterday. This looks like the one yesterday that looked higher until it was lower. I'll put it on the list. That's primarily a fade to me. It's already faded a lot though, was up over 70. HBI, another beautiful breakout. but trapped in a year's worth of supply. I think I'm going to skip that for the open. Holex. Another nice looking breakout, although it's up there, but this is, I think, all-time highs now. Yep. So Holex, as soon as it decides if it's going to fade or not, it's got about $5, but this is a long at some point, unless it fades hard. Home, same thing. IP gapping right into the flat 200. It's got some room to move if it weren't for the 200 to about $40. I think I'll keep off that for the open. K gapping over a little red bar. And KHC gapping down at the moment. So was up, now right back to the base. I'll put that on the down list. Take it off the up list. KODK gapping up again to 40. Probably be more stable than yesterday, but I'm going to leave it alone. LRCX, it can come up. Okay. $6 gap, not over the prior high at this point. This one was. It was as high as 380 last night. It's a big floppy thing, but it can really move when it gets going. I'm going to put that on the list. MA to 309. So a secondary watch here. MA to 316 maybe, but would have to get going intraday. MOBL to 670, 80 range. Puts it right up here. It's a pretty big gap. Has room though to 8, almost 8. And low on volume. I'm going to skip this one too with a 20-cent spread and the $6 stock. NVCR. Doesn't mean it's not good. It is pretty good. NVCR right to $70. 200 MA about $3, 250 spread though. Okay, I'm gonna skip that as well. Orly's bullish. Looks like all-time highs. $5 spread though. I'm gonna skip it from my list, but I do like Orly higher. I don't know about right at the open though. And then Overstock might be a fade. Broke out the other day. It's been basing at the highs for 3 days, and now it's gapping $9. It's about 15%. PBI struggling to get back over $3. Not too much here. PG. That's new highs too. And this is one that could still go up if the market comes in. And PayPal just cruising higher. $12 gap or $10, what is that, 84? Yeah, $8 gap. Um, Still looks higher though. Pullbacks on that probably viable. And QCOM, the other one, just ripping. Almost a $10 gap. Beautiful breakout. So it's way up there. But I like QCOM too. QRVO to 120 right into the prior high. It was over it last night. And the SANM, that's a decent gap, but in supply or supply coming up. SWK, another good looking gap with a spread, but room to 170 to 160 right now. So this is worth watching. And TAP 38.40. Pullbacks on this definitely viable. That has broken the daily downtrend, now in a new daily uptrend. Weekly still trying to turn it around though. And TPX another moonshot. Put that on the list. UCTT is a good gap, but it's thin and rangy, so I'm going to skip this for the open. And UPS, well, another $10 plus gap today, up. We get some big gap ups today, in case you didn't know. Oh, look, Siri liked that. They're always listening. All right, downers. Backs. Backs is pretty good. Oh, it's gapping even bigger now. Now, it's gapping almost to the fade area. Darn, I thought it was up here. All right, still on the list. I like playing backs. BBVA, I'm not sure what this is. It's an ADR. It's gapping to lows. Like, I'm gonna skip it for the open though. BEP, similar. I don't think this is earnings, but I love that gap. Taking the new highs, the new lows. Yeah, it's got a little demand here at 44. Okay, I'm gonna skip it for the open, but I'll get back to that. Cake to 25, which is not quite enough to be bearish. I don't, this needs some more work to be a short. CCI, gap is growing, but same problem as cake. It's gapping right into demand and it's otherwise bullish. CERN, though, just needs a little more to get a little bit bearish. I like CERN, well, somewhat. COP, a COP if it could break under 38, could fall. So a couple oils here weak today. FMS, This isn't a good spot. It's still at the 20 MA and there's some minor support there, but it's given up all the recent bullish activity. Put that on the list. And KHC, not enough to look at. And I like Lilly. It's still got 156.33 as the prior low, but Lilly's struggling here. NEM also struggling, but in a really bullish area. Now, same thing, gapping to demand. I have a few of these downs that could be good fades. I just have, there's so many bullish stocks today, I'd hate to fade weak ones. This one's pretty good, PI. If it weren't for the, 3 bars down already with the big volume, it would be a top watch short, but it's a little novice. And I like PPC lower. It's not quite low enough yet, though. I'd like it under 1530, and then it's got room to clearly break down. It's not there yet, though. And then URI is a little thin, and it is gapping under the green bar, though. Just too thin at the open. And WEX is in a good spot. Again, though, I think it's too thin at the open. All right, I'm going to go with these. It's hard to pick a long favorite because so many of them are, I think, a little overdone. I'd like to wait for longs. Maybe QCOM, but again, it's a big gap. Yeah, that's a good point, Ralph. Did the Fed say anything? Did they say like we're the Fed and you're not? No increase? So it's still free money. Not thinking of increases. Okay. Well, they got 2 weeks to change their mind on that, I guess. All right. I think I'm ready. Got 2 minutes. I think there'll be plenty to do. Can't take the call now. All right, open. And market's down. So my first move would be short if we have a good one. Problem is I'm not sure we have a good one. Maybe 820. Kind of like COP. Backs could work. Oh, PPC. That could work too. That did gap under. So PPC low a day, about a 20-cent stop. It's still a little spready out. And market trying to go green early. Yeah, my level 2 and my chart are completely different on this PPC. I'm going to leave it for right now. I like Lily a lot. Lily, COP's good too. COP triggering right here. My phone won't shut up. Okay, so I'm watching backs. COP, which has already had an entry, so does this FMS right now. And Lily, low a day, high a day. Could make the call on that. 157.50 by 158.50. Uh, just a bid ask is crossed here. And now it's straightening out. So Lily under 157.51. There's a 30-cent spread though, so I might hold off a minute. FMS triggering. Yeah, COP kind of missed. RM's looking to short Q's low a day. UPS is fading. Hey Nona, how are you? If you scroll back to about 9 o'clock, you'll see a link for a video if you want to watch the charts. But you can get audio by going in the stock voice chat, which is right on the left, two down from stock chat. You just click in there and make sure your speaker's on. All right, got 50 cents of slippage in Lily. Okay, front target Lily about 155. Yeah, about 155. We did hit a prior low though, 156.37. Hope that doesn't hold. This Lily's a little jumpier than I would like. This thing really opens up. Okay, I'm taking out a little bit of Lily right here at that prior low. I'm really looking for 155, but I just took a little bit out because it's so jumpy. Plus it slipped 50 cents getting in. All right, SPY looks lower, Q's looks higher. What else is new? Backs. Backs was good. UPS still fading. QCOM's going to blow higher. It just triggered a long. It's kind of up there, but I'm going to skip it. But QCOM looks good higher. CTSH also looking higher. Crocs on support. Comcast doing the quick flip. Sell setup here. NKLA from Evan. Yeah, it looks weak. Okay, so substantial target is 155 on Lily. And I'm just gonna say that's like 2/3 or might be an all. and you got to bid for it. And it's hard to get. All right, well, I'm on the bid. In fact, I just got hit somewhere. Okay, I guess in the 30s. This is target one area for Lily. It's not quite there, but it got close and double bottomed here right at 155.30. And I'm going to hold a little bit for a catastrophic drop, but that's a pretty good move if it weren't so jumpy. Really, it really costs that it didn't trade clean. Yeah, Spy sure does look lower. And COP worked out too. Got another entry here in COP. And a breakdown coming on backs. This has got room to 80, 83. It's got a dollar. Stop would be 40, 50, 60 cents. So backs under 83.87 with a 70 cent. Stop at the VWAP. Back short. It's a call under low a day. If it pops right back, won't be able to do anything. It could be a quick stop, but I like the chance of it dropping a dollar quickly. Back short. And the quick target is at 83. Oh, got to 36. Not quite enough. Okay, if we break this low again, that's target one on backs. It was a $1 kind of breakdown scalp was the idea. It might have already done it though. Okay, I'm gonna kill it here over $84. I just killed backs. Like the other one, it's just a little jumpy here. It's bid down there 83. There you go. There you go. That's the target. Just I didn't do as well because it's jumpy and I messed up my bid. Lily getting a new breakdown. So trail on Lily now to 157 break even. On any remaining there. We got to the nice target, and we could get a big breakdown. Q's not committing to a direction, and really SPY isn't either. I mean, we got a quick poke down and now pushing right back. John likes RDS. I saw that this morning. I don't think I listed it. Yeah, it looks good lower. If it weren't for the daily area, I'd really like CERN lower. And also the markets are popping now, so well, at least the Qs are. We're right at the high day. All right, well, could have been better, but not bad for 20 minutes with the little backs and the lily. PG looking higher, and market not convincing that it's higher. You know, look lower, then it looked higher, and now I don't know. So Holex higher, CTSH lower. But again, I don't want to be fading strong stuff here. But that's pretty good. 32 by the VWAP, 75. CTSH right now is a nice looking short. And yeah, APA not as nice. All right, and Lily trailed down to just over the VWAP, so now about 156 and a quarter. Intel, hey Ash. Yeah, Intel might fade back today after 4 days down. Look at that. Oh, you're thinking lower on the 5. Well, that too, except we broke over late afternoon base. Intel's going to push back at some point, maybe. RM likes Alta. Yeah, Alta lower. All right, we look lower again. Lily basically hit the target, so I wouldn't have a lot in it anymore. COP, if you did it very nice, was one I was looking at. Um, backs just work perfectly for the dollar. It wasn't easy though. SWK really fell. QCOM's still higher. And PayPal looks good higher too. Pullback holds low a day and now trying to establish a small time uptrend. I'm not ready to go long though. Qs are just flaky and SPY is outright weak. CTSH got a trigger. So if you're doing that, stop is about 68.80, and looking for 67, maybe even 66. If we're gonna do a long, it's QCOM, and it's already triggered. There'll be another trigger over high a day. But the little buy setup was 76 by 35. Now the market weakening. Little more decisive now. Yeah, Intel worked on the 5, it looks like. Nice heads up, Beth. URI is pretty good too. Yeah, I like URI. I don't like the spread in the volume. Kind of like Alta, only smaller. Now going lower, same problem. All right, there's probably other gaps that look good. There were, like I say, 200 of them on the original list. I just don't want to scan through the whole thing. But daily Q's getting close to re-triggering the cell setup, or actually triggering the cell setup. I don't think it actually triggered yet. And SPY dangerously close to checking the prior pivot low. How we react in those areas will be important, I think. They're buys for now, but if we go through them, this daily market could turn around for the first time in a while. Looks like John's doing good with RDS. COP getting a little bounce here. That might set up as another short. Daily is still okay on this. 35.90. Yeah, 34.68. So yeah, Daly's got room. So if COP could be a short. QCOM's starting to fail now. Not surprising with the markets taking a beating here. It was the strongest thing, but even that caves when both markets make new lows. And CTSH flirting with coming down, but not really doing it. Overstock holding up strong. Good looking Alta. NKLE dropped nicely too. Hopefully Evan did that. I think that's the one Evan was talking about. Watching the VWAP with the trail on Lily. And nice job on Intel. I didn't really see it as a short, but it sure worked. Low, high a day PayPal? Oh, long by, yeah, okay. I was thinking that's a strong one too. Holding low a day, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it looks good, Parman. All right, SPY putting in the bottoming tail, 319.64. Prior low, 319.25. So close enough. Qs did not trigger the sell setup though. So let's see what kind of bounce we got. UPS is another very strong one. So is UCTT and TAP and SANM. QRV, a little pullback. QCOM holding the base, but I think it's a tough entry. Huh, PBI bullish. Worley bullish. NVCR bullish. A lot of stuff holding bullish, including LRCX. Okay. Yeah, CTSH, if you tried the fade, I'd get out. Yeah, it's time for an aggressive long if you've got one. There's probably 4 or 5, but kind of like UPS and UCTT. Let's see how this sell setup does. We're gonna set a sell setup in a second. And if we fail on it, it's a good time for long. I mean, it's already a good time for aggressive longs on those bottoming tails. QCOM is probably good. And I can see PayPal, but I'd like it to end the downtrend. Good continuation on Overstock here. 68.17 by 66.61. Okay, here's the sell setup. Triggering now. It's a little one, but you can see it in the cues. SPY over 320.20. Is that the break? Oh, no, you were down here. Okay, you were after in the tail. I like it over 320.60. That's what I was waiting for, to see the bounce and what we get. So QRVO, QCOM, PayPal maybe, PG. There's Overstock triggering the continuation. And LRCX all look higher. Okay, here's the market break a trend, at least on the 2 minute. I think it's coming. Croc's really not trading that clean. Cars looking higher. LXN, the problem's the daily. All right, so it's LRCX, which I'd rather not do with the huge spread. Overstock, which is already triggered. QCOM, which is late too. Yeah, they're all late now. Okay, looking for entries on any of these long. LRCX is still right here. It's a big stop and it's spready and it jumps around. Perfect, yeah. Seventy 36 high a day is 81, so $8. Low a day is 67, so $5. All right, Lily, I'm gonna try 155.50. We're at the VWAP right here. Give it one more pop higher and 20 cents or so, and then that's as much as I want to give it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say bring it to 155.50. Now we're getting more of a 5 minute sell. 2 minute failed. 5 minute though still in front of VWAP and starting to set up again. LRCX still like long. Overstock's a little late now. PayPal not reacting. And QCOM really looking great higher, but it had so much of a better entry down there at the VWAP. So did UPS. Well, it's the last entry for now, but would be over high a day. I'm going to pass on that because the stop's really big. But if QCOM breaks out, pulls back to the breakout point, I definitely still like it long. Market though tricky. See, now the 5 minute sell is going to trigger. It fought off the 2 minute. There goes QCOM through the high. Yeah, it's actually testing an area. Both markets. ARM. Here, I'm gonna scoot out for a minute, so talk away, please. Oh, you want to do the show? Wait, I gotta get my hat. Right, right. All right. Good morning. Hey, it's Rob. Just getting back. Lily. Hey, RM. Morning. Lily, nice drop. Uh, this got close to the. Well, no, I'll leave this on. As long as this downtrends, I'm gonna leave Lily in play. Drown out about 155. This is a really nice downtrend. All right, and Q's popped off the low, now pulling back. SPY, same thing. The only issue right now is the 15-minute sell possibility. We have overcome the 5 and the 2. So I'm gonna look at mostly bullish here. I think we hit that demand area in the dailies. UPS strong. Yeah, QCOM just keeps going. And PayPal now off the bottom. I could see PayPal over 193. BT, a nice pop. Overstock. That was great if you did that little play there. Didn't know it was going to work that good. And LRCX is still creeping higher. It's got a better stop now. 370. Of course, it's a little higher up, too. Well, I've liked that one all morning, but I've kind of stayed away from it because of the bulk. Cars popping higher. All right, so UPS, LRCX, Overstock is gone, and QCOM might be gone. It's had a big day already. Yeah, I just read that. It's just not safe, you know. Well, not only UPS, FDX pretty bullish too. Well, it's only 1 to 1, this PayPal to high a day. It's a $4 stop. mRNA. It's a long, right? Because it looks like a short. UPS is already 4 15-minute bars up. The time to do it obviously was earlier. Um, Similar with QCOM. So PayPal is still good. I just wish it had better risk reward. UPS? Friend of mine used to have a recording studio called Uncle Punchy's Studios. That was UPS too. I don't think he had a stock ticker though. All right, I'm gonna let Lily keep going. Trail is, just below 155. Hadn't hasn't hasn't made any kind of move to rally, and it, I doubt it will, but it's got another $10 a room if it wants it. So trail to 155. And see if it can keep on coming. All right, I don't see anything I love here. I do like PayPal, but I don't like the risk reward. I like UPS, but it's 5 15-minute bars up, and I like LRCX, but it's jumpy. Just needs a lot of room. All right. Anybody else playing Lily? Thought it was a good one at the Open. Thanks. Not playing, Sean? Okay. I've done okay with the drugs this week. The Pfizer and now the Lilly. With the drugs? This week. Why? Oh, with. No, no, I'm just saying they're okay this week. Unlike the banks were the other week. Yeah. Well, and I guess there's a lot of drug company. Hey, Baxter. Baxter's a short. I mean, there's tons of drug companies, right? The mRNA. I mean, all those vaccine companies have all been flying. All right, Lily, let's see if we can make that turn. So I had a play here. I kind of like backs. I do like backs. Got the can't get over the high a day. Stopped at the VWAP again. Problem is it made the target. Yeah, that's the problem. So could play for that dollar again, but that was not easy. I didn't get much of that dollar. All right, I'm gonna pass backs. I like backs though. Lower. Yeah. Oh, it delivers. I see. Sorry, I missed that. Okay, it definitely delivers. Yeah, got that right. So I had to play like backs with a big target. It could be this. Yeah, they all popped. Delta Chi name is Pablo? Oh, you're talking about drug dealers, I think. Setting you up. Evan is, anyway. Well, I like the BYND. That is set up nice. Well, I'm not seeing anything I love. And I'm going to get the lily trail down now to the 5 minute pivot. And it could be 154 and a quarter, the VWAP still. But this is still downtrending very, very nicely. So I don't want to give it way back to 155 anymore. Thanks, John. You do it with us? Oh, too bad. Oh, COP was good too, right? Yeah, that was, I couldn't figure out which one. And Lily just set first for me. Oh, and RDS, right, right. All right, so Lily to 154. And I think I just missed out on longs. I almost had the overstock, but I wasn't quite ready yet. And then when I was ready, there wasn't much left. Oh, PPC came through. This is broken down now. It's a little pushed up early, but no, I only have a quarter, if that. But it's adding up. I think RM said he's got all of his. Well, I called a substantial target, I think, right at 155, I think, wherever it was. I may not have gotten them all in the pin, but yeah, right into here was the first substantial target into that 155. Yeah, I know. I forget to pin the trails. It's those drugs, they make you forget. Was it yesterday? I thought it was a couple of days ago. You think my lily's not a good trail? No, no, I had a target, Evan. I mean, if I have a target, I take it. I don't trail through a target. I mean, Yeah, well, that's what I did. I just had some other weird exit that I think was a mistake actually, which is why I'm down to a quarter. But yeah, technically it should be half at this point, the way I called it. It was really flying near the open. Plus it slipped 46 cents getting in. Challenge at 10.12. Well, I held that in. Yeah, I didn't get out there. I've just been trailing all these pivots, and now I'm at this one plus to get it to the VWAP. Yeah, thanks. I thought it was about the best we had. I mean, I liked the COP too, and I think I liked one other. The longs were all too big, I thought, but they worked just the same. I mean, some of them anyway. QCOM and UPS sure worked. Well, COP was under the green bar. I'm not sure if it cleared the prior low or not. 38.22. The open was yeah, it did cleared it by 10 cents. So no, well, COP may have been better, but Lily was still really good, and I just took the one that I could get into first. Well, I saw COP, but I didn't get the initial breakdown and then had to wait. I think this is what happened. Yeah, I was thinking COP, but it had a pretty big first bar. See the 58 by 47, basically a dollar stop. Um, and then I missed it anyway, so I was waiting for it to set up again, and it really didn't, until here at 9:40. So what I did is I just moved over to Lily. I didn't really care which one it was. I liked them both, and I had missed the COP because it just traded straight down. But see, Lily didn't. Lily gave a beautiful entry right there. The little bear flag. I think you call that a bear flag anyway. But I get my red bar. It tries 4 times to go high a day and can't. Right, 4 times, and then the breakdown. Just perfect through the VWAP. So Lily had the entry for me. Is what, and I saw it. In advance, Steve, and posted. So, all right, I'm gonna keep looking for a few minutes, but get off the microphone. Not sure what's gonna happen for lunch here. Market is holding the critical area basically to the penny. See the 256.51 from 2 days ago? We hit that 4 cents. That would have triggered the sell setup in the Qs, but it didn't. And then similarly on the SPY, we tested that prior pivot low, 319 and a quarter, got the 319.64, not, quite as close, but right on the 20 MA. So we don't know if that's a lower high yet or not yesterday in the SPY, because we haven't gone lower yet. But the possibility's there for the first time in a while, since late June to get any kind of breakdown. All right, I'll check back later. I'll post if I do something. Thanks everybody. Hope the morning was good. Certainly was stuff to do. I like that. Can be choosy. All right, thanks all.